Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome again to this particular video. And in our video today, it's very interesting. It's very amazing. You're not going to believe this because today we are talking about how to convert a liability into an asset. How to convert a liability into an asset. Ladies and gentlemen, before I dive deeper into this, a liability just like we said previously, is something that is going to take money away from your pocket. And an asset actually is something that is going to put money into your pocket. Someone is wondering, how do we do this? It's very simple. It just needs some strategies. That thing that normally takes money away from your pocket, for example, a car, a personal car that you normally pay an installment of a certain amount each and every month, you can even or actually convert that particular car into becoming an asset that is going to give you some monthly income. All right. But ladies and gentlemen, before I continue with this particular video, if you're seeing me for the first time, my name is Sir John Mweri. I'm a professional accountant with ex-FinOp accountancy and insurance consultancy. And I'm here and I normally talk about investments, businesses, personal financial growth or management, and actually how to obtain that financial freedom, financial independence, how to have a financial security, and so on and so on. Now, if you're watching this video from YouTube, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hit the bell on the YouTube so that every time I upload a video, you're the first person to obtain this particular video. And also make sure that you give me a like on this particular video and put a comment if you feel that you want to say something about this particular video. Now, if you are still watching this video from TikTok, you can also give me a follow on TikTok, a like, and also if you feel that you want to say something, put it on the comment section. Now, ladies and gentlemen, without wasting time, I want to dive deeper into this. And with me here, I've prepared some notes just to make sure that I don't forget anything that I've prepared for you. And I've just, before I began this particular video, I gave you a scenario, a very simple scenario whereby you can have a car that is personal. You can have a car that is personal and you took this car through debt. You took this car through debt and you normally pay an installment of 50,000 per month, 50,000 per month. The thing is, this car does not generate any income for you. This is just a very quick scenario. This car does not generate any income because you normally use this car for personal purpose. But remember, this car is taking a lot of money from your pocket, despite that you are paying an installment of 50. You are also paying an insurance at the end of the year. You are paying for parking fees. You are paying for maintenance costs, and so on and so on. Now, all this money that is coming out of your pocket because of one car that you took through what we call debt, how can you leverage or use this car to generate some income for you? You can put it on Uber, you can give someone to do business with it, and of course, you're going to get some income out of that. But ladies and gentlemen, that was just a simple scenario, and so that I can explain to you how actually a conversion of liabilities into assets normally work. Just like I've explained, that is how it is. But now I want us to get deeper into several procedures that you can use to leverage debt or convert liabilities into assets. And the first one, we are talking about debt restructuring. Debt restructuring. Restructuring. Ladies and gentlemen, the reason why I'm talking about debt restructuring, it's because most people are having liabilities today in their lives because of what we call debt, borrowing of money, and instead of acquisition of assets, you acquire liabilities. Now, how can we do what we call debt restructuring, or what do we mean by debt restructuring? And how is it going to make sure that actually we have some more money in our pocket other than money coming out of our pocket? Now, there are two scenarios when it comes to debt restructuring. And the first scenario, ladies and gentlemen, we are talking about negotiation. And ladies and gentlemen, when I talk about negotiation, is when I talk about negotiating of interest rates. Negotiating of interest rates. For example, you obtained a loan at an interest rate of 18%, but now you went back and renegotiated this interest rate to actually 11%. Now, after renegotiation, you see you have freed up approximately 7%. Now, this 7% comes back to your pocket. It comes back to your pocket. Someone is saying, oh, there are some institutions that are not going to listen to you. They cannot renegotiate the interest rates and so. No, it's possible. It's possible if you just give your because there are some scenarios whereby you can borrow money from financial institutions, and if you are an investor, you can be able to actually renegotiate the interest rates depending on how you're supposed to borrow. The second one is when you talk about debt restructuring, is negotiating for longer repayment periods, longer repayment period. For example, if you are paying a debt of if you're paying a debt and you are paying installments of 40,000 per month, and you are paying this loan for 2 years, that is 24 months. Now you can renegotiate this particular debt actually to 4 years, where you are going to pay quite a less amount of money, like for example 16,000, just to give an example. Now you see 16,000 to 40,000, this is actually 14,000 that you have freed up, and this 14,000 normally comes back to your pocket, and you can actually be able to use this money somewhere else, like an investment, all right, an investment or something else that you can use this money for the purpose of income generation purpose. Those are the two ways that you can for debt restructuring. Ladies and gentlemen, it was just an explanation, but hope you have gotten what I've said. Those are the two ways. So in case you have a loan and una feel inakufinya, you can even go to your financial institutions and try to renegotiate the interest rate, or ask for a longer repayment period, so that you can actually have some more money in your pocket. The second one is what we call debt restructuring. All right. No, not debt, but debt consolidation. Sorry for that. Debt consolidation. Consolidation. Now, debt consolidation, ladies and gentlemen, is where you have multiple debts or multiple loans, but you want to consolidate them into one particular loan. And out of that consolidation, you pay an interest rate or an installment that is going to be much lower than what you are paying when you had those multiple debts. For example, you can have an emergency loan, you can have a normal loan, a development loan, and so, and this one you are paying 40, 20, 10. This one is 40, 60, 70. And then you consolidate all these debts into one particular debt where you're going to pay an amount close to 45K. That is, and then you make sure that the rest of 45K actually goes back to your pocket. That is debt consolidation. Oh, fantastic. I like this. And by the way, normally SACCOs, when you obtain loans and you have multiple a loan portfolio, they are going to do what we call debt consolidation for you, and actually unafeel hiyo mzigo imekutoka. In most, this one is so much common in SACCOs, all right? Is so much common in SACCOs, and you are going to find it because in SACCOs you can have a loan portfolio. Then the second one, the third way of actually converting liabilities into assets, ladies and gentlemen, we have investing debt into income generating ventures. For example, you can obtain a loan from a financial institution, and when you do that, you use that particular loan to actually build businesses. You use that particular loan to come up with a business. And when you come up with a business, for example, a business loan, and so on and so on. The other way is when you obtain a mortgage from a bank or a financial institution. A mortgage is a loan that you're going to obtain to build houses. Now, instead of taking that house to be yours for you to live, you can rent out a portion of that particular house so that you can generate what we call rental incomes. And when you do that, actually you generate some income. The fourth way is leveraging liabilities for asset acquisition. For example, there are people who use credit cards. If you are this person who uses credit card, you can purchase inventory using that credit card. And when you resell the inventory, the profit you gain, that is the income that you have. Now you have been able to convert the debt, that is, or the liability, that is the inventory, actually to something that generates income for you, that is the profits from that particular inventory. Even the students, you can obtain loans, student loans, and when you invest them in higher education and probably qualify for higher jobs. All right. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. That was my time.